a closing statement for one of our colleagues. And bear with me, and then we'll end the meeting. But it's very, very important that I do this. Marguerite Poindexter LaMotte was born July 17, 1933, in New Orleans, Louisiana. She was the youngest of 7 children to Leon and Amy Poindexter. She flourished, though it was an integrated South and an integrated school system, and she graduated from Xavier Preparatory High School and the YMCA Business College in New Orleans. At the age of 18, she was appointed director of Spalding Business College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She took classes on a part-time basis at Southern University and was awarded a BA in education. She graduated summa cum laude in 1961. She completed her Master's of Education in 1965 from LSU. Very proud of that university. She was the first African-American woman to serve as a visiting professor, LSU Undergraduate School of Education. In 1973, she relocated to the City of Angels and described her first teaching assignment in the special ed department of Drew Junior High at the time as one of the most rewarding times of her life. Successful promotional examinations led her to serve as a head counselor at Edison Junior High, an assistant principal at Francis Polytechnic. And in 1984, Miss LaMotte was appointed principal of Horace Mann Junior High. In the meantime, they left out she was also an assistant principal at Banning High School. The tremendous improvement in student achievement and academic performance and social behavior was featured on several television programs, including the Tom Brokaw Nightly News, on some of the work she was doing. In 1988, Ms. LaMotte was promoted to Director of Secondary Instruction in Administrative Region C. She also served then in Region C as the Administrator of Operations. When the district reconfigured in 1991, she requested a return back to the schools, her true love, and back she went, positively working and starting to change on behalf of the lives of students what she was doing as an educator. She went to Washington Preparatory High School. Under Ms. LaMotte's direction, Washington Preparatory High School received an outstanding accreditation by WASC for a maximum of 6-year period. For those of you who have worked in a high school, that's a tough thing to do. Ms. LaMotte credited the school staff with developing and producing an innovative school-wide study skill program which provided each one of her babies, as she said, with a focused 2-day exposure to the basic study skills needed to be successful and productive in life. In addition, the implementation of a standards-based lesson approach, a continuing effort of all departments, placed Washington Prep in the forefront with common lesson plans for curriculum mapping. She was a real innovator. Ms. LaMotte staff considered her the founder of the Theater Arts Program Academy at Washington Preparatory. The former teacher, counselor, and principal was elected to serve Board District 1 of the Los Angeles Unified Board District, Board of Education in 2003. She was re-elected in 2007 and 2011. And I want to remind people, in 2011, she received almost 77% of the vote. Unheard of in any election. Ms. LaMotte represented a geographically and ethnic diverse area, including Palms, Mid-City, Baldwin Hills, Pico Union, Jefferson Park, Vermont Knolls, Gramercy Park, Exposition Park, North University Park, Northern Gardena, and much more. She made her transition on Thursday, December 5th, while attending a conference with several of us in San Diego. She was doing her job and representing the district. She is preceded in death by her parents, her brother Frank and Willie Poindexter, and sister Eulogy Rogers and Alma Furby. She leaves to cherish her memory a son, Dale Lamont of Little Rock, Arkansas, a daughter, Faye Landry of Los Angeles, 3 grandchildren, Christopher, Clayton, and Danielle, brother Leon Poindexter of Houston, Texas, sister Juanita Shepard of Katy, Texas, and her faithful companion, Melvin Morris, and a host of relatives and friends. I ask you all to remember her in your prayers over this holiday season and to please attend her memorial in January. We're going to miss our colleague, our friend, for the rest of our lives. She touched all of us, and she made a difference. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.
I need a